Brian has a very interesting article on ESPN.com right now. It starts with the line, quote, "These are savage times for NBA defenses." Brian Windhorst, take the floor.
Well, we've got a multifaceted thing here. We've got the best shooting the league's ever seen. We got teams playing small and fast, and we've got rule changes, or at least they're enforcing rules where you're just not allowed to touch guys at all. You put that all together, and you have this incredible, look at this 140 points scoring in games. 2 seasons, they had 3 a couple years ago. Now we've had 6 already just in this season. We're 1 month in. And what I think what you're seeing here is the defenses are just, they're a generation behind, Tracy, because they can't keep up with it. There's no scheme that these guys are used to playing, and you play these switching schemes. These guys aren't used to doing it. It takes great communication. It takes great work as a unit. Most teams don't have it. Yeah, the Warriors do it well, but the Wizards try to switch, and it's an absolute horror show watching it do it. And this is the only way you can really do with it. And I talked to a bunch of coaches, and they don't know what the answer is. They're just going to have to try to get better at what they have.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you do. It's a positionless league that I think you have to draft guys that have size but also has great length and athleticism. That way, if you're gonna switch, they have the ability to stay in front of these guards, that like Steph and these guys, use their length to contest shots. Not allow these guys to get in the paint, because once these guys get in the paint, they're breaking the defense down, and then you got shooters all over the court. I mean, I don't know what you do in today's game when you can't be physical with these guys. And we see some of the best shooters that I've ever seen in the game. It's just, do you create a zone defense to try to stop some of this? I don't know. There's really nothing you can do.
You remember like 10, 12 years ago, there were finals games where teams didn't break 70 points.
As someone who sat through all of those games and was doing sideline
and they fixed it. And it was not good for the game, and they fixed it.
Trace, you played on a team where Tom Thibodeau was an assistant coach specializing in defense, and there were definitely things that having a coach like that was an advantage, that you had an advantage in the league. Now with the Rockets, Jeff Bzdelik, who, as we've talked about this week, is now coming back to the Rockets after initially retiring. They drilled those Rockets players last season on switching at practice every day.
And that's what
the entire season was geared toward, when we get to the Western Conference Finals and we play the Warriors, we're going to have this be second nature. They're the only team that really did that all the way through September, October, November, December, January, etc. And you could see it. They are the team that gave the Warriors the most problems. As you say, Brian, most teams don't do that.
That's because they built their team to compete against a team like the Warriors. So that's why they were able to do that. I mean, they got athleticism all across the board to make those switches. Even their big man, Capella, switching out, able to move his feet, contest shots. I mean, these guys did a great job of that because there was a system in place. You can't do nothing about that, right?
They actually did a decent job in that possession, in all honesty.
They really did. That's just great ball movement. A team that has great chemistry, knows where the other guy is going to be. I mean, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, and where Steph's got his own gravity, so you've got guys coming.
But it's one thing dealing with the Warriors. Like, teams are having trouble dealing all the way up and down the league. Teams can't deal with the offenses right now.
The Mavericks dropped 70 on the Wizards in the first half, so, there's that.
And the Mavericks aren't exactly a juggernaut.